If you haven't already done so, make sure to get a final resume into Career Services in order to be updated to graduate status. Grad Services. Career Services will send you job leads and will provide coaching when you need it. We're just a phone call away. Don't forget, we are a lifelong service to you. Make sure to stay in constant communication with your career advisor to update them on your job search status. This is very important. Job search tips. If needed, change your voicemail or email address to a more professional greeting. No employer wants to see an email address as hotchick234. When applying for jobs, you always want to include a cover letter with each job you apply for. This shows the employer some qualifications that will entice them to read onto your resume. Keep track of all the jobs you apply for and make sure that you follow up with each and every one of them. That way you know you're doing everything possible to get the job. Ask your career advisor for a tracking sheet if you need help. Let's talk about interviewing tips. Make sure to always arrive on time to your interview. That may mean leaving your house in plenty of time, laying out your clothes beforehand, and driving by the location prior to your interview to make sure you know exactly where it is. Make sure to always research the company. Know as much info about the company as possible before you go into the interview. A common question from all employers is, what do you know about us? A good investment while you're job searching is a portfolio, as pictured here. Inside you have a pen, at least 5 extra copies of your resume, which should be on resume paper, and a memo pad. Items that you can add onto your memo pad can be questions that you want to ask the employer. I guarantee they'll always ask you, do you have any questions for us? And you never want to say no. First impressions mean everything when it comes to an interview, so you have to make sure you're professionally dressed at all times. This means a dark suit, either brown, blue, or black, as pictured above. No candy or gum chewing while interviewing. Leave your cell phone in the car, keep good eye contact, and give a good firm handshake before and after the interview. If you have a MySpace or Facebook, that's okay, but make sure that you clean up your sites. This is all comments and pictures you wouldn't want an employer to see. Beware, employers can get around your private settings. Unlike Facebook or MySpace, LinkedIn is a professional networking site. As you can see here, there's lots of great information. It's almost like an electronic resume in the sense that you can look at current and past employment. You can also get recommendations and references that employers can read right on your profile. You can join groups that is in your field of study, and you can search for jobs right online. Remember, never bring up salary during the first interview. If you're asked about it by the employer, try to say it's negotiable to keep your options open. At the end of the interview, ask for a business card so that you have all the contact information to go home and send your thank you letter. Those that go above and beyond are the ones that get hired. Career Services wishes you the best of luck in your job search and use us as a resource while you're actively searching. Don't forget to stay in touch with your career advisor and please share in your success when you land that job.